Howdy, mother fun and fantastic people of the internet. Welcome to It's a Podcast, the most generically named gaming podcast in the history of podcasts. Today I have three mysterious people joining me. Actually, not so mysterious at all since they're listed in the title, but first we have John from Jardev. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, Jimmy. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm good. I'm ready for this shit.
Everyone's going to ask you how you are, by the way. It's going to be great.
Great. I'm great every time you ask. Back from his travels across Europe, it's Harry. Everyone's missed you.
Hello. I've missed the show.
Welcome back. How are your adventures? We'll get to that.
My adventures were wonderful.
Second, I'm great, by the way. Thanks for asking. And last but not least, a special guest. What's black and white and has 4 legs and plays video games, apart from an interracial Mario Party. It's MrZebraGamer. How you doing, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great.
That was the best intro ever.
An interracial Mario Party.
Oh
It's the
my
white
God.
dude and the black dude kicking it.
That's legit.
So today's gonna be kind of chill. I've not really gathered much news in the past 2 weeks. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you've got something to add. But we can just chat about what games we've been playing, right? Sure, we got lots to talk about.
Yeah.
How familiar are you with Hearthstone, Zebra?
Never played it.
Shit.
Ooh. Well,
When it-
shit.
When it comes to Blizzard games, I am a complete noob. The last week, I played Diablo 3 for the first time, first Blizzard game I've ever played, so I have a lot of catching up to do.
Sweet. Because I reckon we're gonna want to get into some Hearthstone later on. So why don't we start with you, and you can tell us what kind of interesting shit you've been up to.
Okay, well, mostly, right now with how I'm working with my channel, I usually only play the games I'm recording. So right now it's usually back and forth between Little Big Planet and Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. On the side, I've been playing Mario Kart 8 with my girlfriend, because we just got that.
Ooh. That's
And
a very good game to play with your girlfriend, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really fun. I mean, I honestly think it's not the best Mario Kart. I feel like it could be better, but overall it's pretty solid. I mean, it was worth the Wii U purchase. We've already put a good amount of time into it.
Yeah. I've played Mario Kart, I think, once in my life, and as well I was drunk. And I got my ass handed to me. And I thought, that's it. Fuck Mario.
What would you say is the best Mario Kart?
I mean, the one that's my favorite is the original Super Nintendo one. I mean, I guess it could be debated that it isn't the best one, but I haven't played them all. It just has the most important spot in my heart, because it's just like the classic one.
Yeah. No, I really need to get myself a Wii U, mostly for Smash Bros. Coming out this year, but oh my god, I can get into that later.
Smash Bros.
Smash Bros.
I never was a Nintendo kid.
I
Nice
was a
about that.
Nintendo kid, but now I'm really, anti-Nintendo.
Ooh, how come?
Well, I'm not, anti-Nintendo, I just don't
Just
buy
the
their
games?
stuff anymore. I get Pokemon,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's another thing I didn't really touch until literally until last January was Pokemon. Nintendo is something I've always danced around the last half a decade. One thing that really bothers me is I guess a way to explain it is sometimes I feel like as players they alienate their players. When's the last time you played a Nintendo game and you can change the controls, and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff? I remember a few years ago, I broke my arm and I got a Nintendo game, and I couldn't play the game because I couldn't change the controls and I couldn't manage it. And from that point on, I sort of had a different perspective of how handicapped players are sort of alienated.
Yeah.
And I feel like Nintendo is sort of the biggest discriminator of that right now.
Which is sort of
Well, till-
not what you'd expect, because they're so happy, friendly, super fun time company. Yeah, I guess they do sort of fuck that up, I guess.
But if you break your arm, then fuck you, you're not playing our game.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's not something done on purpose, it's just something they haven't thought about.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell a lie. I also played Mario Party when I was drunk once.
Oh, Mario Party's the best
That
drinking
game-
game.
Yeah, me and my friend is 3 groups of 2, right? And I think it's always the case. It's if you're behind, you have a chance to get all the stars at the end and fuck everyone over. or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened and we enjoyed that.
Oh my god.
But it's so annoying if you're leading. Can't imagine how annoying that is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Fuck, how many Mario parties are there now? Like 52?
The 10th one is coming out soon.
Is it only
Jesus.
10? Oh shit.
My God.
I
Well-
mean, there's some side ones for like the DS and stuff, but overall there's no
Yeah.
more than 15, I'm sure.
Wait, didn't
Okay,
they didn't they like cancel that series and now they do like Me Party, which is essentially the same thing but with like Mii's?
do they?
I think.
Oh.
I think.
I don't
I
think.
You could probably put your me in there or something.
Probably,
think
because
I
you can do
read
that
a
with
couple of years
Mario
ago.
Kart now.
Me, fucking such a stupid term.
Oh no, it's the best. It's genius.
It's a pretty good term.
I mean, that's another thing though. It's like with the like especially the Wii U. Whoever made up the name the Wii U should be fired.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because think about how many soccer moms have just sit here in Walmart looking at the Wii U and then the Wii side by side and they're scratching their head, you know?
Yeah.
I would call it the Super System Entertainment Console System. SEX.
Sussex. I think that's catchy.
That's what my console would be called.
It's fucking better than the Wii U.
Yeah.
Wii U. Wii U.
I can't did they not like learn their lesson after Wii was like the punchline of every joke for about 3 years? They're like, let's just go with this again. This is
You
good,
know what?
right?
I think they were in a meeting and someone was like, the sound of fun is wee. When you slide down a slide, you go wee. And our demographic is you. All of you.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
it would be better even if it was just the Wii 2. But the Wii U makes it sound like it's an accessory, you know?
That's
does,
the
it
thing. That's
really
why
does.
like I think that's why it had such bad sales because no one knew that it was a new console because the console looks exactly the same and it uses the old
Yeah.
controllers. So basically, it just looks like a tablet that you can get with it. Which I don't know. They did a really bad job of like being like, this is an actual new thing, guys. You should check it out, and not just sort of.
Don't they have a controller that's just the controller though? Like not the screen? Just because that thing is like so
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
bulky. They have one, right?
They have something that's basically an Xbox controller. I have it in my hands right now. Like, it's on my desk.
Ooh.
Right,
It's,
yeah.
it's decent. You know, there's
Oh,
nothing
the,
wrong with it, but there's nothing spectacular about it.
The Classic Pro, whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's called, like, something like that. I don't even
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
it
I've got
sounds
one of
cool
those.
and all having a screen in your hand, but you don't use it.
But that's another thing. It's like, in Mario Kart Wii,
It's just cool.
the map is on the screen so that you can see where you're going. In Mario Kart 8, it's like the map is on the gamepad, so if you aren't a person who likes to look down on the screen, you don't get to know where you're going when it comes to the map.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really annoying,
What's-
especially if you're like watching Mario Kart videos on YouTube because you don't get to see the map at all.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. I never
What's
thought
cool
of that.
about it is though, if you're playing two-player, one person can play on the tablet and one can play on the screen, right? You can split it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, that's what
yeah,
me and my
I-
girlfriend do.
I really like. I really want a Wii U. Like, I get that it's like weird and gimmicky and probably not that polished at the moment, but I just
I
really
just
like
want
the
a
idea
PS4 and a Vita because it's the same thing. It's better.
of it. Also,
I
a lot
mean-
more money.
I
Yeah, that's
love
true.
my PS4 and I love my Vita. I honestly do think that 2015 could be a good year for the Wii U. I mean, what do we have? We have that new Yoshi game and we have that new Kirby game coming out. And I actually think both of them look fun.
And Smash
New
Bros.
Call-
Kirby game.
Call of Duty just said they're not releasing on the Wii U this year.
That's not
I
surprising.
mean,
Can you imagine Call of Duty on like a Wii U? That'd be sweet. You could control drones with your little screen and stuff.
That would be pretty dope.
You know, like put down a little drone that'll travel around. You can.
That's the thing.
You
It's
can
got,
still
so,
see
it's got
your
so much.
screen?
It's got so much potential, and someone has to figure out like exactly how to use it first, and then as soon as there's a game that like just absolutely nails the extra controller sort of thing, like then it would be good to go. I think.
Something like Little Big Planet
mhm.
on Wii U.
I mean, there's a Mario Maker coming out as well.
Oh
There's,
Oh, yeah.
You can like design your, and I'm gonna hop on that as soon as possible, seeing how I really like Little Big Planet, and it would be cool to see if that actually works the way it's advertised.
Hmm. We also mentioned Plants vs Zombies.
Mm-hmm.
I picked that up when it was free for 72 hours on Origin last week.
Oh yeah.
and I was playing with a few mates. That is some fun shit, man.
It's really cool. Like, one thing I was surprised is that it's a game that knows how to promote team play. You know, it's not like it is in Call of Duty or other shooters where you can go on your own and still sustain. You have to work as a team or you will not get the rewards that comes with the game.
Yeah. Different classes. It's cool.
Yeah, you actually need the healer to, like, actually do stuff, right?
Yeah, and it's like, you feel rewarded when you do something right, because you get these coins, and of course, being EA, you can buy the coins too, but still, like, you get these coins, and you actually feel rewarded, and you can use those to buy cosmetics, or even sort of like a TF2 style, where you can buy, like, additional, like, skins that are, like, sort of like a new class with, like, little changes, and it's fun, and there's a surprising amount of depth.
There is. Although I only played it for a few days, I didn't really get that much into it. The co-op mode, like the horde mode, I think is okay, but you play it a few times, it gets a bit boring. I think the meat of it's in the multiplayer. Though.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there a like PvP element to it?
Yes.
Because I've only
it's
ever
like
seen like the horde mode sort of thing.
The horde mode is like a cooperative 4-player, but then you've got a whole kind of online deathmatch and capture the points modes, all kinds of
cool.
your standard kind of multiplayer modes.
If I had
It's just like an
the
FPS,
means to play
right?
that game,
Yeah, it's pretty much an FPS.
I think the community right now is describing it as sort of an interesting mashup between Team Fortress 2 and Battlefield, but of course in third person.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, actually.
yeah, I wish I could play that game, but like I just don't have an Xbox or anything like that to play. It looks really really fun. Also, I have too
It's
many
on
games
Origin.
anyway.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, but
free
I
on
have a
Origin
crappy
for while.
computer, so
Oh, right.
It's on PlayStation now too, so it's
don't
getting
have-
out there.
Yeah, one day I'll play the shit out of that game because it looks awesome.
Now, just time to wait for the Wii U.
Yeah.
The little plants are so cute. Little sunflowers, man, Jesus.
The sunflower is pretty cute, yeah. Is that
I
the
just
healer?
imagine like a
Okay.
I just imagine like a really fat, slobby kind of sloth guy sitting at his computer controlling a little sunflower.
The happy little sunflower, yeah.
Whee!
I mean, I've been thinking about this the last week. You know, Plants vs. Zombies, just started in 2009 is like when the game released, the original Plants vs. Zombies, right? And
Really?
look at how quickly it's grown as a franchise over, what was it, not even a decade, that's for certain. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if 10 years from now, Plants vs. Zombies is something that's right up there with like Mario and having like a Plants vs. Zombies karting or something ridiculous like that. I honestly feel like it's a franchise going in that direction.
I think it's unique enough
Yeah.
that they can do that.
I can definitely see them doing a karting game next.
Yeah.
We'll see that. It'll be released on Christmas. Just you wait.
Yeah.
Plants versus Flappy. I don't know. Fuck it.
What?
Flappy plants versus
Angry zombies.
angry. Well,
Yes.
nailed it. Go make that app now, Harry.
That's what all the training's for.
Fucking flappy plants.
Flappy plants.
Jim's making a note.
Writing that down.
You can sell that
Dear
later.
EA.
Have I got a deal for you?
Yeah.
And all I'm asking is 90% of all profits.
Ooh. Nice. Is there anything else you've been playing that's you want to bring up, or
No,
you've just been going head over heels in those two?
That's about it, yeah.
Nice. Right then. You guys want to go? Because I don't have much to... I haven't been playing much, to be honest. I have been watching a lot of streams and streamers on Twitch in the last 2 weeks.
Oh, there's Twitch news we can talk about as well.
Yeah, Amazon's bought it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
They've gone and done that.
Instead of Google.
So what does that mean for us? Anything? Not much, right?
I don't know
Probably
if
not
like
much.
these sort of acquisitions happen all the time, and then it doesn't really make that much of a difference to the platform. I mean,
It's
at
like
least
a new
not
headmaster.
immediately. Like, go 2 years down the line, and maybe Twitch will be like an entirely different beast. But for the while, it's not. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference.
Yeah.
One thing that settled me is that the CEO of Twitch made a message and tweeted it out, and he said that they will still be retaining their independence. They're just owned by Amazon, and that settled me on a lot of it.
Same as like Oculus and Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
And
know. I've been. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. What was I gonna say? I forget. Never mind. Go on.
Now, the reason why I brought up Twitch is like I've been checking it out. I've been trying to see whether I could do a bit of streaming, and I've seen all these streamers. Like their streams are so fucking weird, man. It's like I don't know whether it's just me, whether I'm just being a pessimist, but everyone in the chat is just like an idiot, or
I think there's like a threshold where if there's like above a certain amount of viewers, it's just
chaos.
Yeah. It
And
just
people are just people are just vomiting. It's just kind of like something will happen and someone will go, "Oh, this happened," but then 100 people will say that, and it'll just flood the chat, and no one's responding to anyone. They're just making statements over and over.
And
That's
that's
why
how
a
it
lot
is in esports, really. There's no conversation. It's people just sort of vomiting on the chat because, there's no response from the streamer because they're focused on the game.
Yeah, and I watch like Cryotic stream and stuff, and it's basically the same thing.
That's why a lot of
they
people
put subscriber mode on, but
yeah, like Total Biscuit puts it into subscriber mode, and that actually makes a big difference on his Twitch. It's like pretty much always decent conversation going on.
Well, that's good. Maybe all the ones I've gone are just kind of open to everyone, but it's not that many people. It's like 900 people on the stream, and the guy plays like the "Who Let the Dogs Out" song,
Yeah.
and the entire chat just is flooded with dog faces.
Oh
And I'm
god.
just like, the fuck is wrong with this world?
That's kind of like a Twitch thing, isn't it, though? Where, like, something happens and everyone just spams the same emoticon.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
It's
that's
the
like
internet.
it's sort of just like a thumbs up sort of like, yeah, cool thing,
They're
except
very
everyone does it and it's
Yeah. They're very expressive and sort of brash about the memes they create. They stick to them and they make them
Yeah.
very apparent.
But I just think it's people that want to belong to something. The same as like Twitch plays Pokemon.
Oh,
People just
Twitch
want
plays
to-
Pokemon.
People just want to be involved in something. It doesn't fucking matter if it's of any kind of
worth.
use or worth. Yeah. I mean, you sit there watching this guy and he plays a song and you put a little dog face and you're like, haha, yeah, this is awesome. I don't understand that.
Well, that's the nice thing about streaming, right? Is like you're actually watching someone playing a game in real time and you can actually talk to them. So it is, I don't know, I'd probably even say it's more of a community than YouTube is.
If you
There is
on the
there
right
is like
scale,
definitely a
I'd say,
threshold
yes.
for it. There's definitely a point where it tips and it's just ridiculous.
I mean,
but
we're so small that when we stream, that it's entirely possible to talk to people and interact.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, it just becomes crazy. And the thing I found so curious is that there's big like Twitch personalities, and it seems like the guy just did this stuff to keep his stream happy, like playing these little songs and stuff, like little memes. It's really weird. We live in a weird time.
I
Yeah, we
mean,
do.
that's the thing. We are sort of I feel like, in my opinion, we're sort of in like a golden age of being able to make our own content and getting to people for free. In a sense, I mean, they have to watch advertisements, but anyone who sort of considers that a cost is being a little stingy. But, like, I feel like in that sense, like, I feel like we're in a really, like, interesting age where it feels like every move we do is going to really define the future. And that's why Amazon bought Twitch. Twitch and streaming is still very new. It's the new up-and-coming medium if you compare it to YouTube, which has been around for a few years longer, So it's like, now that Amazon owns Twitch, it sort of has a really strong threshold on the future of live streaming in some senses.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I
John, you
think-
looking to get into streaming at all?
Me?
Yeah, you've done a few and they've been quite good.
Yeah, like
Planning to do any more? Or?
the reason I don't do
Just
it as
your
often.
internet.
Yeah, it's because my internet's really shitty, so I have to stream at 480p, which is just gross.
Dang.
So I just like feel bad about streaming when it's that low. But whenever I do it, everyone's like, "Oh, we don't care about the quality as long as, you know, we can hear you fine and, you know, talk to you." So
Oh, that's nice.
it is nice. So I don't know, Hearthstone's a really, really easy game to stream. So I'll probably
Hearthstone's really, really cool to stream.
yeah, I did like an hour and a half a couple of days ago, just playing a Murloc deck on the ladder, and people had a good time
Yeah,
there.
I dropped in on that.
Yeah, you were
Dropped in
there
and
for
saw
a
you
bit.
lose.
Fuck off.
I actually prefer streaming in like 480 or 540, at least for the time being, because, you know, I'm not a partner on Twitch, so my viewers can't change the quality, you know? So having it like at 480 or 540 in that area, not only can my internet actually handle that, but it sort of give my viewers a medium so that if their internet is okay, they can still watch the stream. They don't have to have a, you know, really good internet to watch the 720p or the 1080p stream.
I don't know
Yeah.
you can't change the P.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a
You've-
thing.
You have to be partnered with Twitch to be able to let your viewers do that?
I'm not sure if you have to be partnered or if you have to meet a requirement. All I know is that my viewers can't, and that I know there are a lot of streamers who don't have it.
Huh.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know
Oh, I didn't know that at all. So, hey, 480's pretty good then.
that.
Yeah, keep it up.
Yeah, I really want to, like... Streaming is, like, really fun, but it's not easy to do a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because I've only running, like, my laptop, so there's a lot of sort of troubleshooting and stuff, and, like, depending on how my internet's doing, I have to, like, play around with the stream so much beforehand that
Yeah.
it,
quite
like,
intensive.
unless I'm in a situation where I can just boot up and, like, the same settings will work and I can just go, it's sort of a hassle to do. But it is really fun once you get going. I
It
do
is a
really
lot
enjoy
of
it.
fun.
I've done a few streams and been okay. Yeah,
I like your streams,
been
man.
fun. Yeah,
You need to stream karaoke. That's what we're all waiting for.
Oh, wow.
streaming karaoke. Damn,
Yeah. I
I
think
get
that'd
my
be sweet.
my Twitch muted or some shit.
Oh, yeah, that's
probably.
true.
Oh no, they don't do that for live stuff, do they?
No, just the VOD would be muted.
Fuck it. Karaoke is the shit, man. I've seen people on the Let's Play subreddit keep asking about karaoke. There's been a few threads on it.
Really?
nice.
Yeah, there's a guy
Yeah.
asking about content ID, and there's another guy saying, "Is it good for warming up my voice?" Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I've been trying recently. It's like whenever I stream, whenever I record it, I can never do more than like 2 videos at a time or my voice feels like it's going to break. So it's like I've never done vocal warm-ups. It's never something I've really indulged in. So I started just singing songs before I recorded, and I realized that can last 3 or 4 episodes more than I did.
Huh. Wow.
It's great, man. It kind of like releases your inhibitions.
Mm-hmm.
You scream at the top of your lungs.
So your karaoke stuff doesn't get content ID'd?
I don't monetize it, so doesn't
Oh,
really matter
okay.
to me.
Okay.
I mean, fuck it. Why monetize it?
Wow, you can unmonetize stuff? Lucky bastard.
Yeah, I think I can.
My network won't let me.
Neither does mine, but do you unmonetize everything or just your karaoke stuff?
Just the karaoke stuff.
Okay.
But I'm unpartnering with my thingy next month.
Hey, me too.
Yeah, fuck
I still have
going
another
solo.
Actually, I'm gonna go back into another network.
I'm gonna go solo for a while and see how it fares.
Yeah. Who are you
I-
with right now?
Vivo.
Vivo.
Yeah.
Well, like the music video one.
Actually, I forget what it. Viso, sorry.
Vivo. Okay.
I don't even fucking know what partner I signed up really early. I mean, I was a dumbass. Just starting my channel.
I think that's what a lot of people do.
I was like, oh, partner, yes, please.
I mean,
Yeah.
I got partnered back when it was really hard to get partnered. Like, only channels like 100,000 got it, you know, like 100,000 subscribers. So it started getting easier back in like 2012. So as soon as I got my opportunity, I said, this might be my only opportunity ever, because back then it could be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when I got my partnership, I signed for like 3 years, and it's been the
Ooh.
biggest mistake of my life.
Oh wow,
Mhm.
3-year
So,
contract.
like, I have no experience in this sort of stuff, but like, what's like the downsides of it? Because obviously, I don't know, I don't like the idea of like someone else having control over or anything like that.
Well, from
They
my
don't have
perspective
control, pretty
was
much.
a lot of my videos kept getting content ID matched. When I wasn't partnered, and when you're partnered, basically they take care of all of that for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you're
That's
in
my
a
understanding.
if you're in a network, if you are in at least a decent network, you'll have a basic level of safety, and I feel like that's a big entry point for a lot of people when they're looking for networks, is given that safety. Because when you're on your own and something happens, you have to deal with it or like fix it, or it's not going to get fixed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's been a recent thing where if you're partnered with quite a big network, these automatic content ID matches, right? It's all a computerized system.
Mm-hmm.
They don't scan a lot of the partners that are partnered with big partners because they have an exemption from it.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it kind of, there's a level of trust there. So if you upload something that is copyrighted, then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
That's like
If you
part of
anything
the contract, though. You have to like sign agreeing that you won't upload anything that'll like damage the network.
Yeah.
I think like the biggest downside is just the sheer amount of money they take for how little they actually do.
Yeah.
I think I'm on well, don't know if I can talk about it, but anyway.
Yeah. Don't don't say anything.
Partnerships they're
gonna
not,
screw
they're not
you.
bad, but you need to find the right one, I guess.
Yeah,
Just be
don't
smart
go
about it.
don't go with Maker.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah, I have no problem saying that. Fuck Maker.
And don't even touch Machinima with the 50
Yeah.
poll. And it's
Absolutely
just
don't
like,
go to Machinima.
The only network I've never heard a horror story with is Curse.
Yep, that's where I'm going
Yeah, I heard
next.
good things about Curse. Yeah. And they've got a pretty good split as well, right?
They've
I'm
got
not sure.
like the best split and no contract.
Yeah. Anyway, we're probably boring people talking about YouTube partnerships.
Maybe, I don't
A
know.
lot of
Some
people
people might
listen
find it
probably.
interesting.
I guess so. It's kind of like a behind the scenes thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, just quickly before we move on, I want to mention a game I've been playing called Ether 1. I know
Oh,
you
yeah.
picked
Seen
it
you
up
been playing
last
that.
week, John. Yeah, man, this game is completely flew under my radar.
It's in a humble
when
bundle
it
right
comes
now,
out.
right?
Sorry?
It's in a
Yes.
humble bundle right now at the moment.
Yeah, you can pick it up in the Humble Bundle.
Ooh.
Humble
Unfortunately,
Weekly
I picked
Bundle.
it up like days before the Humble Bundle.
Oh
came
man.
out. I was like, fucking seriously? This game flies under my radar for all this time and then suddenly it's on the Humble Bundle.
Yeah, it's really
Anyway,
weird because like
we talk-
last podcast we were talking about both Ether 1 and Humble Bundle, and like
Mm.
days after the podcast goes up, there's a Humble Bundle with Ether 1. It was really weird.
Yeah,
That's
like
awesome.
Sir Crest really recommended this game and it sounded
It
like
looks pretty
something
cool. The only
I'd enjoy.
thing is it's on like the premium like section of the bundle, so I'm like, no, I don't have any money, so I'm gonna stay away from that for now. But it looks really, really nice. It looks really cool.
Yeah. It's a really unique kind of way to play a game because the developer said he doesn't want it to be challenging in the sense of like like a shooter or
Mm.
whatever. He wants it to be relaxing but yet still be a game, still be challenging. So the
Mhm.
puzzle solving is really it's really interesting. It's not your general kind of find this and insert it into this hole.
Yeah.
and it'll unlock this. It's really interesting. And you're going into someone's mind to restore some of their memories, someone suffering from Alzheimer's.
That's really cool. Yeah, I really want to play that game. It looks dope. Looks awesome.
It's yeah, it looks really good. I think I played about 15 minutes, but I wasn't really in the mood for it when I started it. But yeah, I will
Yeah.
go back to it.
I
I
went and
know-
recorded like a whole hour and my mic on the wrong settings.
Oh.
But I was like, fuck it, it's too good. I still uploaded it. I was like,
Oh, really?
Sorry, what were you going to say, Zeb?
I know at Gamescom it was announced coming to PS4. I've had it since it came out, but I just haven't had the time to play it. So at this point, I'm just gonna wait for it to come out on the PS4 and cover it then.
What, Ether 1?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
because that's the thing
That'd
I
be
do
good
on my
on PS4.
channel is I cover the PS4 ports because there's a lot of indie games coming to the console
Hmm.
that have already came out like a year or two ago, and I just cover those, and people actually seem interested in that. There's a lot of people who get the PS4 because, it's a new console that's going to be here for a few years, and they haven't played these indie games, and then, they sort of have this to introduce them to them.
I mean, where did this game come from? I've not heard fucking anything about it.
I don't remember.
It's like this game called Mind Path to Thalamus or something. You guys heard of that?
Yeah, I have that as well.
Like, I have that as well. I need to play it and do a video on it. But
it's very
I was
cool,
watching
actually.
yeah, it looks like the same kind of thing, like really trippy kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But, Total Biscuit's raving about that game, saying it's really good.
Oh, really?
But the highest amount of concurrent players playing it is something like 15 people.
Wow.
Wow,
Something
really?
Crazy like that, yeah.
Huh.
Because you don't see that game anywhere if you're looking on Steam. You gotta dig for it.
Yeah, I think I missed it when it came out. I only found out about it like a week after it came out. I was like, oh, this looks pretty good.
That's the
These
thing, like
games
these.
get buried, man.
Yeah, but I think like if it's a really good game, like even if it's like months or years after it's been released, it'll always sort of come to the top at a certain point where, everyone kind of realizes like, oh crap, there's this actually pretty sick game that, sort of flew under the radar.
Or it'll be like DayZ and never leave the top sellers page.
God, is that thing still there? Let's have a look.
Number 3.
Oh
Are you
jeez.
serious?
Yep.
And that's coming to PS4 as well, I think.
Really?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's
Sorry, an early access game is coming out on the console.
Are they gonna
before
finish
we
that
finish
game
it?
or?
a really
I
broken
think they might
piece
be
of shit.
finishing it.
Oh
I have
god.
no idea. I think they might be finishing it.
God, I hope not. It's
Oh,
nowhere
surprise,
near
surprise.
close.
Wow.
So, because it's on the top sellers, does that mean is this thing updated like weekly, or is this like overall top seller? Do people still buying this?
I do believe it's like overall like updated constantly because you'll see a daily sale and that game will be on the top of the selling list for that day.
Yeah, at the
Yeah, it
moment
updates every day.
the bridge is
So, wow.
the bridge is on sale for like 70p, and that's like way up there on the top seller. So I guess it's like just constant. People are still buying that.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
People are still buying Counter-Strike apparently.
That's because they cheat and get banned and have to buy a new account.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know why that's on
cheating
top
in the
sellers.
CS:GO, man. So many cheaters in that game.
Really?
I should know because I play it all the fucking time.
Yeah, you do.
And my rank in the game is the second highest rank
Ooh,
In-
congratulations.
on the ladder. So I'll either get really good opponents to play with that are on the same level, or I'll just get complete cheaters who will
Oh.
hack the shit out of the game. I'm at that level where you get either one. So it's really annoying. So yeah, there you go. That's weird, Daisy. Fucking Daisy. Man.
Fucking Daisy.
Any of you played it?
No,
Yes.
I haven't.
No.
None of us have played it. Maybe it's really good and we just haven't
It's
played
not.
it.
No, I've played it. It's awful.
Oh, you played it.
Yeah, I was ranting about it. Remember, I rant about it like every podcast.
Alright, I thought you just rant for rant's sake. I didn't know you actually played it.
No, I've played it. I bought it on the summer sale because I was like, oh, Daisy looks good. And like, Hat Films did a series on it like ages ago and it looked fun. It's shit. Fuck
Do
Daisy.
you know what I have been playing a little bit? I've been playing a game called Unturned or The Unturned or something like that.
Yeah, Unturned.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like pretty
Is it
sick
good?
actually. Yeah, it's like it as far as I can tell, it's DayZ, but it works. And
My friend loves that game.
yeah, it's pretty fun. I haven't put tons of time into it. How long have I put into it? But yeah, it's like super easy just to jump into. I put 2 hours into it apparently, which may or may not be correct. But that is, I mean, it's free. You can buy like
It is free, yeah.
Yeah, you can buy like a $5 like I was gonna do quote marks, but you can't see them. But like gold pack thing where you get like you can customize your skin a little bit and shit like that. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's really fun, and like the map's pretty small, which actually is kind of nice because you sort of know exactly where you are whenever you're playing. It's pretty fun. Definitely worth like at least a couple hours into.
Robbie
Yeah,
and I had
Reminds me of Lego / Minecraft /
Daisy.
Daisy.
Yeah.
I played it only on single player. Maybe that's what I was doing wrong, but I played it for 3 or 4 hours and learned the game and played it for a few more hours. And after that, I sort of got bored. Maybe because I just sort of learned the map and I knew exactly what to do, so I didn't really feel as challenged.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's not something you can throw tons and tons of time into, but it's really fun just for a little bit.
Your description kind of reminds me of how I feel about The Forest now. I feel like I've played that game already. I just want that to be multiplayer now.
We just kind of have to wait for the updates and hope they introduce more stuff to make it, playable again.
Did you go in and play with a bow?
I haven't done that yet, no.
Jesus Christ, that thing is a piece of shit.
Oh, really? Is it just glitchy as fuck?
It's so fucked up.
Oh, God.
It's funny. It's funny.
It's still a great game.
Yeah, it's great. We love The Forest.
We do, actually.
I heard you guys talking about it last time.
Yeah. I haven't played it in a month, but no, it's still one of my favorite games, I'd say.
It's when it first was announced and put on Steam Greenlight, what was it, late 2012, early 2013? I was excited for it, and I've been waiting for my review copy ever since. And I got it when it came out, and I played it, and I'm like, this is pretty fun, but it needs a lot more work to it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I played it for an hour. I enjoyed myself, but it just felt like there was more that could be there before I could say, okay, I'm satisfied.
It's yeah, you're playing an unfinished product at the end of the day. But I think it's got a lot of potential.
Yeah, it really does.
We keep saying every
Yeah, every podcast.
But yeah, The Forest.
Yeah.
So, Harry, you got anything you want to Hearthstone talk about?
I've been playing a bit. I've been away for the past 3 weeks, which is why I haven't been on. I've been traveling on a train around Europe, and it was really, really good.
Can you tell us how you've played with real life?
Oh, it's been wonderful. It's been really, really good. I won't go into it too much because I don't have any crazy wacky stories that happen where we got kidnapped and then we stole a boat or something. But it was just 3 weeks of great fun with friends, and it was fun. But that does mean that I haven't played anything in about 3 weeks. I got back and I was so psyched to play. I got the first wing of Nax before I went on Hearthstone.
Oh, yeah.
And I got home and I was like, sweet, I'm gonna play the second wing of Nax. It's gonna be so much fun. I've got the gold for it. Let's go. And then as soon as I went in, right then the shop shut down for the day, and I just couldn't buy anything. So I finally got around to playing it again today, and I finished the Plague Quarter today, and it was really, really fun. And Nax is great. Nax is really, really great.
God, you sell it really well.
It's so much fun. I've also played. I think I got it in a Humble Bundle a while ago, but the Swapper. Which is just a.
Wait, before you go on to that,
Before I go on,
if we're skipping Hearthstone, I want to tell you about a loss I had yesterday. Only people that play Hearthstone will know what I'm going to talk about.
This is going to be a lot of words that you might not know what they mean.
I'm sorry, Zebra, if you're not
It's
going
okay.
I played
Use
a priest.
all the lingo you can as well.
I'm going to try.
Okay.
I played a priest, right, against a priest. He put a light well down, which is a 0/5.
Yeah.
He then played Power World Shield to give it 2 health.
Yeah.
And then he doubled its health. And then he put Inner Fire, which makes it a 14/14 on turn 4.
Was that all in one turn?
Yeah, in 2 turns, and then on turn 4 he had a 14/14 light well.
That's why you
And then I lost
you
in
kill
2
you kill the light well. You don't let the priest do that because the priest
How
will
the fuck
you
do I kill a light
every
well?
time.
He's got 5 health.
You
Just silence that shit, man.
no,
Yeah,
but,
man, I didn't have any of that.
uh,
Bad draws.
yeah.
Priests are so
RNG.
gay.
The
fucking hate
priest will
priest.
Oh no, priest is the most fun. I have a deck
No.
called
It's the most fun
no,
because it's OP.
priest is great. Priest I have a deck called Ysera fucking Awakens where I have Ysera and I have Prophet Valen. Ysera gives you a random card of 5 cards at the end of your turn,
Love
and then
Ysera.
Prophet Valen doubles the attack and healing of all your spells and hero power. So every so often you can get a combo to where you get a Ysera Awakens and Prophet Valen on the board at the same time, and then you can do 10 damage to everything everything except
Damn.
Ysera, and if you get that like
Holy
towards the end of the
fuck.
game, and you just clean up, it's so much fun. It's so
Sarah
good.
saved my butt so many times, man.
Oh, Ysera is such a good card. That was like the
I
first
really want
legendary I got.
Sarah.
Oh, I
I
have a.
got her in a fucking booster pack.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like 100
Ysera,
gold booster
Ysera
pack.
is so
I got
nice.
Ysera and a sea giant.
Wow.
I know, in one pack.
I think Sarah's the next legendary I'm gonna craft.
Zebra, you should play Hearthstone. Just do it.
Sure. I mean, my list of games I need to play is absolutely massive, so it's just another one.
I think the Hearthstone series that I'm like making my way through at the moment on my channel is like probably one of my favorite series I've done. It's so much fun.
Yeah,
Hearthstone
I have a
is
lot of
just fun.
doing my Hearthstone videos. I get
Yeah.
a lot of comments of people telling you how to play it.
Oh yeah,
Which is good and bad.
yeah, Hearthstone's great. But yeah, I've been
Yeah, the
playing.
swapper.
I've been playing the Swapper. Oh, it's really good. It's just like it's like a whatever 2D with 3D graphics, puzzle game.
2D with 3D graphics.
Well, you know, like 2.5D or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
And it's really really fun. I sort of played it and I was like, oh, this is just kind of sitting here and I'm just sort of chilling out. I'll play this a bit, and it's
Is it
really
creepy
fun.
or is it sci-fi?
It's like sci-fi. You're just on.
Creepy
You're on like a
sci-fi,
spaceship.
Dead Space?
It's not. No, it's not creepy, but it's sort of atmospheric, I guess. Like you get a very clear sense of like
Right.
what the what's going on, stuff like that. It's really really fun. But the actual gameplay is really really good. So you're walking around and you've got this little gun thing, and you can make a clone of yourself. Like you can point to a location on the screen and like make a clone of yourself there, and then you can swap to it. So you can like sort of you can gain control of that clone and move that instead. But all the clones move at the same rate. So if you have like 5 clones on screen and you walk right a little bit, everyone will walk right the same amount.
Oh, right,
And
that's pretty
so the puzzles are basically you're in a room and you have to get this little orb or whatever on the other side of the room, and there's like certain like fogs or stuff basically to where like one you can't create a clone in the fog, and there's another one where you can't like shoot through it to gain control of the clone on the other side, and it's like it's just there's like just a couple mechanics that just work really really well together, and some of the puzzles are like really challenging. It's really fun.
It's got a lot of good reviews, that game.
Oh yeah, I didn't even look at the reviews for it, but I was just like, oh, this is sitting here, seems kind of cool, and yeah,
Just came up with a
it
word.
really really is. I don't know how long it is. You can at any point you can like see the game's like map screen, and I would say I'm probably about maybe halfway, because you can kind of see the map screen and you can see like all the bits that you've cleared.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really really fun. If you've got that sitting around, which if you obsessively buy humble bundles like I do, you probably will.
It's $15 on Steam, which is quite a high price.
Really, yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's really really fun. I like that game a
Get
lot.
it in a sale, maybe.
Yeah,
Or in a humble bundle.
or on a humble
Yeah.
bundle.
It's all got positive reviews on Steam. Everything's positive.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
There it is, yeah, the
Let's come up
swapper.
with a word to describe it. Space atmospheric.
Space
there's a
atmospheric.
Space.
There's a
Atmospheric.
it says like a
I'm a spacek.
like this try this section on Steam, and it's mashed up with VVVVV, which is good. I think that's like a pretty accurate. It's also there with Braid as well. So yeah, that's sort of like puzzle platformer thing, really really good. It's one of those games where like on the surface it doesn't like I don't know 2D puzzle platformer. There's like a 1,000 of them and whatever, but it's actually really really nice. I like it.
Okay,
I've also been
let's swap.
playing something that if you told me 6 months ago that I'd be like really playing this game quite a lot, I would have laughed at you and said, "Shut up! I would never do that because I think it's a bad game." I've been playing the shit out of Dota recently, and
Dota?
yeah,
Wow, really?
me too. But like when TI was a couple of months ago,
Yeah.
so I watched like a couple episodes of that because like obviously
I
it's
watched
just
that too. I had no fucking idea what was going on.
there was a noob
I've
stream.
watched every single one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you into it? Are you big time?
I'm okay. So back in like late 2012 is when I got started. All of a sudden, 1,500 hours into the game.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Back in mid 2013,
Nerd.
I dabbled a bit into it. I did some competitive stuff. Sucked. Then I tried some semi-pro commentating. Was okay, but wasn't my thing. And then my life got busy, so I just really don't have the time for the game anymore.
Yeah, well,
Dang.
like because I watched like a couple TI games, and I was like, oh, this seems kind of cool. I should probably check this out. And I'd done like all the tutorials and stuff like a few months ago, and I was like, this isn't fun. This is dumb. Last hitting is the stupidest thing ever. I don't like it. And then like I've got a couple of friends that play it, so I've been sort of just learning and. You know, I mean, because you can't play the game and just be good at it. You have to like put time into learning it and stuff. It's really
it's quite
fun.
a steep learning curve, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it's really worth it, and I'm excited to like play
Respect,
it some
man.
more.
You gotta have balls to start Dota this late.
Yeah, it's
You gotta have
Yeah,
big
seriously.
balls.
I mean, and luckily I have like
mean-
friends that play it and sort of, you know, help me out along the way. But like I played a little bit of League of Legends before that, and like I played a few games of League of Legends yesterday because we just got like the esports society at my university like up and running. So we're like, oh, let's kick this off with a couple of games of the league, and that game is like baby steps compared. Like it's really such a huge change. It's really bizarre.
Wanna know something cool, guys?
Absolutely, I do.
That's alright.
Did you know they're giving away scholarships for esports players to go to college?
It's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I entered
Did you
into
guys see that article?
No, I entered into a Hearthstone tournament to win a scholarship.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, but it all happened on one Saturday. Like the entire tournament happened over one day, and I was at work, so I missed it.
Oh man.
Ah,
But yeah,
I
like
mean, my-
that's pretty cool.
that's wow.
Esports is like a legit thing now, which I mean it has
It
been
really is.
like for a
I
while, but
was,
it's finally like getting traction and people are actually paying attention to it.
Yeah, I was big into esports when I was like 18, and back then
Ages
it was
ago now.
still, it was still really shitty, but it was still really big. Like back like 8 years ago.
Hmm. I think it's
Like,
it's like getting bigger, but it's reaching the point where it's getting more and more mainstream now,
Yeah.
which is really
I
cool.
remember I had to go to the Southeast Asian e-games, and we had to carry the flag around and walk around. It's like, is this the fucking Olympics or something? This is like 8 years ago. Now it's like,
And now it's
crazy
even
big.
bigger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
So why is
I've been
it that,
playing
like-
a lot of that.
Do you want to start it, John? Let's go play some Dota.
Yeah, I have had it on my Steam account for I think like when it was still in beta, and I've never
Yeah.
started it. So
Oh.
So did you just not have time for it, Zebra? Is that why you gave it up?
It's for
Or it
me,
just
you
took you
know,
over?
my falling out with it is you just can't play one game of Dota. You have to play 5. You know, it's not a game you can do that with. And you know, Let's Playing is something really important to me. You know, doing this YouTube stuff is. And it came to a point where I really enjoy Dota. And I could take it seriously, but to do that, I'd probably have to stop doing this YouTube stuff. Or mesh the two, which I did try, and it didn't really work out the way I would enjoy the most. So at the end, I had to make a choice, and I enjoyed the YouTube stuff more. At least for now.
That's a good reason. I know what you mean, though. You can't play one. It's like a drug.
Especially because the games can go
It
on for
really
like
is like
an hour, like 40 minutes an hour.
yeah, I
So
do it all the time. It's like
that
two-
addictiveness is like even worse. It's not like
2
Hearthstone
a.m. in the
where
morning, and your friend's like, "Oh, just one more game. It's real quick." It's like, all right. Then it's like, oh,
Okay.
it's 3 a.m. Shit.
yeah, but yeah, I don't know if I'll go like super head over heels like playing it forever, but for now, I'm really enjoying it. It's really fun, and it's way fun when you're like with people.
Yeah.
Playing it on your own can be a bit like
It's a bit daunting, isn't it?
yeah, but especially because you always assume that everyone else like knows way more about the game than you do, and you're like the one that's flapping around and not really knowing what's going on. But I mean, in all likelihood, they're doing the exact same thing and they're trying to follow what you do and stuff like that. But it's fun. It's really fun.
Cool.
I've also
All right,
since
John, you wanna?
No.
Oh. Sorry, go ahead.
all I was gonna say, since I've been back in Brighton, I missed when I was away. The one thing I missed most was Smash Bros. and I've been playing the shit out of that since I got back, and I'm so happy.
Oh my god.
I'm training up my Lucas. It's going well.
When's the new one come out?
The one on DS comes out, I think, October 1st or like early October, and the one on Wii U comes out holiday, is what they're saying. I don't think there's an actual official date yet, but
Not yet.
So you're gonna
Soon.
get both?
I don't think so. Maybe like if the DS one comes out and everyone's like, holy shit, this game's actually really really sick, and there's like a huge scene for it on the DS, then maybe. But I don't know. Like I have the little 3DS, which if you play it for like prolonged amounts of time, it makes my hands cramp up a little bit, and especially with a game like Smash where you are inputting things so quickly, I imagine it wouldn't be too comfortable to play on that. But like when it comes out on Wii U, like we're for sure getting like the whole kit with all the GameCube controllers and the adapter and shit like that. I'm so excited. I'm really really excited for it. But yeah, that's what I've been playing: Dota, Swapper, Hearthstone, and Smash, and it's been
Nice.
wonderful.
Good little mix. John, you want to hit us up on what sweet games you've been dipping your toes into?
Sure. Well, we could bring it back to Hearthstone, I suppose.
Could do.
Well, like I just finished Nax. I just beat the last bit of Nax, so I'm pretty psyched about that. So like I've done all.
Well
was
done.
it 5 wings? I've done all 5 wings. I went through and I beat everything on heroic mode.
Oh my god!
which-
I still haven't done the first heroic set. Yeah.
A Nubricon heroic was my worst nightmare until the last wing. It took me.
Oh, man.
It took me about a day and a half to beat the last wing on heroic mode, and it was only 2 bosses.
Oh man!
And it just took me so fucking long.
Damn.
It was brutal. But yeah, I did it. I got all the cards. I got the card back. So yeah, thanks Nax. Now I can just go back to just like
the Anubricon heroic. Is that the zap 2 dudes back to your hand for free? Or is that my Exna?
No, I think that's like my Exna.
Oh man,
I don't remember what a Nubricons is.
I love all the fucking names, man. You always wonder how they come up with these names.
Yeah, they're really cool names.
A Nubricon.
It's really interesting watching like Total Biscuit play it because he like talks about the Nax dungeon raid in WoW and like how it relates to the Hearthstone thing and how similar it is.
Did any of you play WoW?
No.
I started playing it actually like a week ago.
A week ago? Did they like to jump on the WoW bandwagon?
I know, man. It looks so fucking dated. But like, I really wanted to give it a go because of how much I've been playing Hearthstone and how much I was like enjoying the lore. But I can't believe they're still charging $15 a month for that.
Hey man, why not? If people are willing to pay.
I guess it looks bad.
Yeah, every so often
That's
I'm like, damn, like the Warcraft universe is pretty cool. I should play WoW, and then I think about the few times that because I've played the free like it was like when I played it was like 2 weeks free. I think now it's like up to level 20 or whatever. But like I played that and I'm like, this is just fetch quests. This isn't fun. I'm gonna stop now. And then 6 months down the line, I'm like, I should play that again. And it's like, no, I shouldn't. I should learn my lesson by now. I should just not do that.
When you think about it, right? Imagine what like the repercussions are if they close the servers now. I mean, the amount of people that are so like invested in that world.
Yeah.
I think I can't see like that ever closing down.
I know. I mean, people would just riot or some shit.
Or like
It's
World
like
of Warcraft HD coming out.
Oh shit.
Is there? I think
that would be
isn't there
good.
gonna be? There's
On
a
the
new
Wii U.
expansion coming out soon.
Yeah, Warlords
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Draenor.
There is, yeah, there is.
Coming out in November.
They'll probably do like a big old graphical update because I know they've done it a couple times before. But I don't know. I don't know when the last time that happened. But
But it's crazy. It's like there's so much of a social element to it. If they close it down, it'll be like
The end of the world.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
World of
I listened
Warcraft.
to
Like-
like a really really cool radio piece a few years ago, about like there used to be a sort of MMO Sims game, that ran for a while. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like Sims World or some shit like that. And
Second Life.
yeah, but it was like an EA like Sims thing, and like they, by the end of the life of it, they shut the servers down at some point, and there was like a really dedicated group of people towards the end of it, and like you could be a DJ and like everyone could tune in and like on the radio and people would listen to it, and like as the server was shutting down, like some dude was like DJing and talking about it and like saying how much fun he's had, and like I guess by that point everyone there like knew each other essentially, because they shut it down because no one was freaking playing it, but the people that were playing it were like such a small group, and it was like really kind of interesting and sad by the time it like the service finally started shutting down. Really, really good.
Aww.
I will
These
try
online worlds are crazy, man. People get married and shit.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I got married in MapleStory.
200 GP for GF.
Is that a MapleStory reference?
That's a
Yeah.
RuneScape reference, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
If it was
RuneScape.
a MapleStory reference, I was asked you to get out.
I've never played MapleStory. Aren't they making a MapleStory 2 though?
They announced that in like 2006.
Oh. I don't know, I heard about that a few months ago. I was like, okay.
They bring it up every now and again to make sure it's still relevant.
The thing is, like, I imagine you with your long hair, kind of metal, right? I
Yeah.
can't imagine you playing fucking MapleStory with like metal hair and like
Really?
skull and crossbones wristbands, and you're sitting there playing fucking MapleStory.
Fuck, MapleStory is still probably my most played game, unfortunately.
That's a funny image.
Thanks, man.
I might just Photoshop that. It's just fun.
Fucking MapleStory. I played a girl character as well, so that probably makes that image even weirder.
It does.
I was a beautiful elven princess.
of course you were.
Such a weird.
If anyone
I
wants,
mean, great. Yeah.
if anyone wants that hear that show that I was talking about, it's not from this episode, but it's not from this show. But the first time I heard it was on 99% Invisible is a podcast, and the episode is episode 13X Game Over, and it was originally aired on Snap Judgment. So if you want to go for that, go. It's really, really wonderful. Just go to like 99percentinvisible.org and then search Game Over. I'll put a link to it somewhere, but it's really, really good and tearful and sad and really nice.
Damn, that was a nice plug.
Yes. Very emotional.
Speaking of like that kind of stuff, have you guys heard yesterday's? It was like the BBC Radio 1. They made a short like hour show on YouTube Gamers.
Rockstar Gamers.
I tried to
Yeah.
play it, but it wouldn't
Yeah.
play today.
I listened to that yesterday.
I liked it, but at the same time, I feel like there were some things they should have elaborated on that they didn't.
Like what?
I know they mentioned the amount of money they made. Like they didn't say the exact number, but they mentioned a few times that some of these guys are making huge loads of money, and it's like they failed to mention that most of these guys went years and years and years at the brim of unemployment doing this stuff for little to no money, And it's
Yeah.
like it's sort of a little misleading. I mean, it's not like they were saying everybody go do this, you'll make huge cash, but it's still just sort of slightly misleading.
It does always annoy me when things are like, like at the beginning of the show, it was like, we're going to interview all these YouTubers, and at the end, we're going to teach you how to do what they do. And I always hate it when they do that, because that is so misleading.
Yeah,
Of
It's-
course, yeah.
It sounds so much like, do you want some money? Just press record on a thing, and then you're set to go. It's like, well, no, because it's
No.
they should show like a chart of successes to relatively unsuccessful people, and that would like turn people off. I think
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
It
Like
was
I used to do like vlogging stuff like a few years ago when I was into that, and like every so often, and you'll find some news article that's like, kids are making millions and millions of monies for sitting in front of a camera and talking to it. It's like, yeah, but not really. Like it's
but
so,
not everyone.
Yeah, there's such a huge like, I don't know, media like will play it up so much, and
They gotta sensationalize it somehow. I mean, they're not
yeah,
exactly
I suppose
lying about it. There
yeah.
are people that are making crazy money. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think they mentioned KSI, right? I mean, someone
Yeah.
was talking about that. I mean, there's guys that make FIFA videos, blah blah blah, but he is the rock star, isn't he? He is the most successful FIFA YouTuber, and why not play it up like that? I don't know.
I guess I'd
I'm
never
just
heard of
playing
him
devil's
before
advocate.
yesterday.
He just screams a lot. He's like
He,
the PewDiePie of FIFA.
He was very peaky from what I could hear. His audio
I mean-
peaked even on the interview.
Yeah, I mean, I won't deny that. In a sense, yeah, these people are rock stars. In some senses, these guys are sort of the entertainers of the generation. Like Snappy Longnose, is he not sort of in a sense a Mr. Rogers? Of course, he doesn't educate like he does, but in the sense that he is entertaining millions of kids, isn't
Yeah.
like that the today's Wiggles, you know?
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, and yeah, I think eventually we'll see, YouTube taking over television and stuff.
I think
mean,
it already has. If you look
Yeah.
at, you know how I was explaining my Twitter theory the other day.
Yeah,
This is gonna sound really bad. But all these young kids, mainly girls, their profiles kind of like love PewDiePie, love all this kind of stuff. It's not, that's how they're defining their identity. It's not like, I mean, your Twitter bio is supposed to be like, oh, I do this and this and I'm from here. Their
Yeah.
Twitter bio is like, I love PewDiePie and Cryotic. It's kind of like, what the fuck is going on? These people are idols to these little kids, man.
Yeah, and I mean, it's sort of weird because it's like, of course, there's a lot of younger people on the internet, and when you were younger, you try to find something really quick to describe yourself. You know, it's like, I have a lot of a younger audience, like, I'd say my core audience is 9 to 13 years old with the games I cover. And one of the things, I try to keep everything open, like my PSN account, my Steam account, anyone can add those. And I notice one of the first lines I get from anyone is, "Hi, I'm X years old." Because, like either they're 9 or 10 years old, since they're so young, their personality is defined by usually their parents or where they grew up. They don't really have a personality yet, so something as simple as their age defines them so much.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I myself have had a few sidekicks, of the younger disposition.
Oh god.
R.I.P.
But yeah, it's an interesting topic. We could talk about it for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, the thing, like you're saying, like it's gonna take over TV. I think a lot of the times what happens with this stuff is like that it moves into TV, and like you see it a lot where someone who's like really successful on the internet will like start their own TV show because that's
Yeah.
someone will approach them and be like, "You're really good at this. Now do it on TV and we'll pay you money." But like it just doesn't really translate. So like
It
there's-
doesn't
Yeah.
because there's creative control in television.
Yeah.
It's not just, me thinking, hey, I think my viewers would really like this. It's some bigwig in a company that I can't even contact because it's like 7 phone calls over saying, no, this is what's right because I want it, And it's like, that's because YouTube has taken off because of that creative control that television provides. And I honestly think that like in 10 years, television, how it is now at least, won't exist. Netflix is already super huge.
it's barely it's barely there as at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who has cable anymore. And it's like,
I don't know anyone that doesn't have a Netflix subscription. Like
yeah, and
Yeah.
what was it? Game of Thrones? Isn't that cable only?
It's only on
it's
HBO.
And that's like one of the most pirated TV shows of all time because of it.
It is the most pirated TV show of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It's also the best.
Of all time.
I've yet to watch it. I'm more of, I don't know, people like me who make their own content than watching televised stuff.
I only watched like maybe 3 series. Probably less than that. Probably at the moment the only thing I'm actually watching like week to week is Adventure Time, and like everything else is on its off season. So like yeah, the amount of TV I watch compared to the amount of like other shit I watch is tiny.
It's a really interesting debate. It also, I've had so much free time to play with my channel over the last year, just because I've been stuck at home. But you kind of look at it and go, can I make this into something bigger? I mean, the YouTube thing is so big, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry is doing it nowadays.
Hi, Harry.
Hello.
Hi, Harry. You know the saying,
Yeah,
Tom,
yeah.
Dick, and Harold. But yeah, I'm stuck between balancing expectations and going all balls out for it.
At this point, I can consider myself balls out for it. I mean, I don't really need a job right now, so it's like I'm just saying I have the opportunity to try to go full time, so why waste the opportunity? It's like like I said, I've been doing this for 5 years, so in a sense, I feel like
damn.
I have a really big sense of ownership when it comes to specifically Let's Plays, because I've seen it become a niche thing that nobody knew about to something everybody does now. So it's like, I mean, it's like I'm sort of sitting here like, when's my turn? But at the same time, I'm also just like, look at what we did. It's awesome.
Yeah, I've only been doing this a year. I'm in new blood.
Yeah, I'm I don't know. I had a restart because I changed my channel over, but yeah, I could be going like way harder at it, but I don't know. Life, like every so often I'll be sitting down and like I should record something, but then like my friend will knock on my door and be like, hey, let's go. I don't know. It's not something I ever sort of block out time for, which I guess is
Yeah. But it's also really depressing when I put out a video that has a thumbnail of a butt on it, and I get I get 3,000 views,
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah.
and everyone
I mean,
loves it. And
my
my other videos just get fucking
power of butts,
buried.
dude. You got to
Power
embrace
of the
it.
butt, man.
Temptation to use clickbait.
The discouraging thing is, no matter how hard I work, some dude's just gonna re-upload somebody else's Vine and get 3 times as much views, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is really sad to think about.
But at the same time, fuck them. You're doing your thing, and they're
Exactly,
Yes.
yeah.
Great opinion on something
We're doing
else.
what we enjoy. And
Yeah, man.
that's the nice thing.
I enjoy it. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Aw.
Sort of getting into
Ain't
a
we
depressed
cute?
state there. So, just over an hour now. John, you want to kick off with anything else you've been playing before we all sign off?
No, I'm good really. It's just been Hearthstone pretty much.
God, we're all good. We're all getting into the Hearthstone.
Just Hearthstone and Civ, and I usually talk about Civ, so I won't talk about Civ this time.
All right.
No, I'm good.
Let's see. Do I have anything that I've been playing? Not really.
Oh, good.
Before we finish up, I just started up Path of Exile again because it had some content, new
Oh
stuff
yeah,
going
the
into
Forsaken
that's
Masters or something.
it. Oh yeah, shit. What it's called?
Fuck is it?
Oh, I accidentally went into the freaking community section of it. But yeah, Forsaken Masters, something like that. And I used to play that game like a lot. I never actually finished it, but like I put tons of hours into it with my housemates. And
Me too.
it's like I picked it up again. I just picked up like an old character. It was like a level 6 or something. And that game is just fun. Like
It is a really good game.
Like I thought it'd
It's
be
like
like
a Diablo game kind of thing, right?
yeah, I think it's
Yep.
actually some of the developers from Diablo 2. I heard that. I haven't seen anything confirming
Yeah.
it, but that's what I think is the case.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Or is that Torchlight?
really really good. I honestly not sure, but yeah, it's
But
really
yeah,
fun.
Path of
And
Exile is really cool.
yeah, I mean, I didn't think it would be like I thought it'd be sort of weird to go back to it after a while. But like I just jumped in. It's like, oh, I have this character, and after 20 minutes, I was like, oh yeah, I can see why I love this game so much. It's just really really fun.
Good
And
old
it's free,
fun,
so
and
go
it's
play it.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's free. Oh shit, guys! I forgot
What?
about the most amazing screensaver that I played.
Oh,
Mountain.
Oh fuck. We haven't talked about Mountain.
Yeah, one of my subscribers gifted it to me totally out of the blue, and
Oh shit.
I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I'll just play it without knowing anything about it. And my goodness, was that an adventure!
That was an adventure. Holy shit.
It's basically you play as a mountain, and you're in space, and that's about it. Really.
That's it.
Yep.
I think your video on Mountain was probably one of my favorite videos you've ever done.
Really?
Oh, man,
Yeah.
I need to go watch that.
I got fucking deep, man.
It
I started
was
talking
weird.
about the universe and shit.
Yeah, it was such a journey for you and for like just watching it.
Have you heard of this game, Zebra?
Yes, I have. Sorry, I'm being a little quiet because somebody decided to roar their lawnmower outside. But yeah, I've heard.
Oh,
it.
right. Don't worry about that. Let's add a bit of dynamic noises to the podcast.
Some environmental additions.
People, it's split into two camps, right? This game, just like my thumbnail, split into two halves. One half is people going, this game is funny as balls, it's a screensaver, don't take it too seriously. And then the other half is going, it's not a fucking game. It's not a fucking game.
It's become sort of like a cult thing over on Steam, hasn't it?
It has. And I went and left a culty little review saying, I'm God, I'm mountain.
Yeah. I gave that a cheeky thumbs up.
Because all the rest of them are just like, I now realize I am the mountain.
Yeah.
All this kind of bullshit. And until you play it, you don't realize why. It's so funny, man.
It is funny. Definitely go check out Jimmy's video on it. It's
Don't
amazing.
buy
It's a
it,
journey.
though. Don't buy it.
I was
No.
gonna be like annoyed until I saw that it was like 99p on Steam. So yeah, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay, then go buy
Yeah,
it.
it's dirt cheap.
99p.
Yeah, it's literally $1.
Looks.
But you could just watch
Looks
Jimmy's
pretty
video
sick.
on it and you'll have the experience anyway.
It's literally half an hour of nonsense.
Yeah. But like really, really deep nonsense.
I mean, there's nothing to do in the game.
No, there isn't.
Is there? Do you like press buttons to rotate the mountain?
The thing is, right, I played it for half an hour, and then I kind of tried to quit the game and realized my keyboard made noises.
Oh.
Piano noises. So you're supposed to play like piano noises to the scene. But I didn't
But
do
you
that.
didn't.
Yeah.
You just
I
moved the
can't wait.
camera around.
Mm.
I'm so excited.
There you go, there's Mountain.
Yeah, Mountain.
It's interesting little piece of art on the internet. It's basically what it is. It's just an art installation.
It pretty much is, yeah.
And with art, people either love it or hate it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that sums it up pretty well.
But I love it.
Okay.
Dope.
So there we are, guys. Anyone want to jump in with anything before we all sign off?
I don't think so.
No.
Cool. Right. Thanks everyone for joining us.
This was nice. I missed it.
You gonna
I
say
missed
thanks
it.
for
It's been so
watching?
long.
Thanks for watching. Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah, it's been a while, Harry.
If you want a copy of Don't Starve, just give me a message. This is a running joke since this, I think the second podcast, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy's just
So-
tried to give away a copy of Don't Starve every podcast we've done. And he just hasn't had any takers.
It shows you no one's fucking listening.
It's because we always do it at the end.
Right, if you made it this far in the video, comment down below saying,
Rumpeldickskin.
yeah, why not? Rumpeldickskin. There you go. Then we'll know that it was you that made it this far. So thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for
Let's do our
listening.
sign-outs. Thanks for joining us as well, Zebra. It's been a pleasure.
No problem. It's been a pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for coming along.
It was nice having you.
Peace out, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.